Welcome to Next Week News. We're reporting to you live, if live meant 7 days in advance. We're more than live, or possibly even beyond the scope of what live can even mean. I don't know. Anyway, here's the news. They're adding another funny number next week, so when you see this number, you're going to start thinking, that's one of the funny ones. But apparently this is like the sophisticated funny number. They're revealing it live, so we'll cut over now and show you what it's going to be. Oh, what a riot. I'm not sure what happened there. I get it, but you'll just have to wait till next week. Earth has picked up another moon, and this one was just a terrible move. Awful vibes on this moon. And 3 moons is way too many for us anyway. Come on. Hear me out on this, okay? We need to build a giant paddle. Like an absolutely massive paddle. We have trademarked the brand name Moonwhacker, and we'll just give that to whoever builds this thing. The scale of this is going to have to be just humongous. We know that. And we are still working on what the swinging mechanism might look like, but we've got to somehow whack this thing back the other way. And I think this might be a pretty cool way to do it. Listen, we really don't want to hurt this moon, but it's just no good. It's one of those things where you can't really put a finger on what its whole deal is, but if we ignore it and hope it goes away, it's just not going to get the hint. It's gotta go. Or we could just blast it with a rocket. I mean, that would get the job done, but where's the creativity there? We have some great news from next week. They're finally patching the extra step that appears on staircases when you aren't looking. This has been a long time known issue that they're finally getting around to fixing. So, now instead of stumbling because your foot got caught on or slipped off of the extra unexpected ledge, you'll stumble because your knee buckled, because you were expecting the extra step. Biologists have successfully reincarnated a dinosaur. For the first time in tens of millions of years, a living dinosaur exists on Earth, and it will now be the subject of a series of observations and studies, which will give us brand new insight into what life was like on our planet long before our time. Before you get ahead of yourselves, it's just one. It's a small one about the size of a bird, and it's being held under humane but very strict and secure conditions. In other news, an asteroid has seemingly shifted course, and its projected path now includes a large and growing probability of a direct impact with Earth. The large asteroid is about the size of a huge rock, and an impact with our planet would cause devastation unprecedented in the modern era. Just last week, this asteroid's chance of impact was calculated to be virtually zero, and astrophysicists are now scrambling to figure out just what may have caused this sudden and unexpected shift in its path. We have a special report to share about next week's online trends, and we can confirm that all the attention still remains on Moo Deng. Now, we don't make predictions here at Next Week News, we just tell you how things are going to be from a week in the future. So let's see what's happening online next week so you can be prepared this week. Moo Deng has been the main character online for several weeks now, and unsurprisingly, this trend is continuing into next week. She remains extremely relevant, and all claims about her problematic past will be quickly proven to be hoaxes, so you can still safely post and share Moo Deng content. However, there is some growing concern about the continual acceleration of this posting and sharing, and some have claimed that Moo Deng is starting to become a bubble. Our analysis, on the other hand, is showing otherwise. Despite being remarkably rotund and having an appearance that may hint at inflation or other internal pressures, we can assure you that Moo Deng is not a bubble, and that's just what a juvenile pygmy hippopotamus looks like.